Hey Slayers, what's up? It's your girl Tiana, the Swagslayer, and Rhonda from the Pink Diva Studios. We are coming to you today to talk about a little growth on the gram and the TikTok.
And the TikTok.
Uh, Let me just preface this by saying I'm not an expert on either one. However, in the Swagslayer Club over in Clubhouse, link is in the description below, we are going to be talking about how to grow our TikTok. And if we band together with several of us, we'll definitely be able to grow our TikTok to at least 1,000 followers each. I know Rhonda's on the same journey because if you have 1,000 followers, then you can go live on TikTok. So many of us are used to going live on Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and all the other various places. You can go live on TikTok as well. When you're live, more people watch, more people comment, more people are going to like and follow you. So our number one goal is to get each one of us to 1,000 followers. So we're going to be talking about that again in the Swagslayer Clubhouse. The link is in the description in the bio. If you're waiting for an invite, if you join the Swagslayer Club using that link in the description, then you don't have to wait for an invite. You're automatically let into Clubhouse. What's up, Tasha? How are you?
Hey, Tasha. Hey, Keisha.
Tiana.
So I just had to sing her name. Why did I have to? Tiana. That's my sister.
Right. So if you're in need of a Clubhouse invite and want to be a part of a pretty awesome up-and-coming club, again, use that link, and we're going to be talking about it more inside of Clubhouse, different specific ways on how you can put together TikToks, how you can have TikToks that don't show your face. All of us don't want to be in our TikToks, and how we can get to those 1,000 followers all together. I'm sorry?
When is the room?
Oh, we don't have all them details yet. Just join the club
about it and not.
And then it was listen. It's
Tanya,
going to be in the evening.
We don't know.
And I just have to make sure, I believe, I start work on Monday. I believe I get off work at 5 p.m., but you never know Eastern time. So I just want to make sure my schedule is looking how it's supposed to look before I put a time on the club.
Okay, because I know we already have a game night scheduled.
Yes, next Tuesday.
In your club, yes.
At what time? 8 p.m.? Girl.
I have to look on my calendar.
I gotta look at my calendar too. So Tuesday the 27th in the Swagslayer Club, we are doing bingo with games and prizes, and the time is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that on next Tuesday. But the TikTok room that we'll be holding weekly does not have a time yet. Yes, Tina and Rhonda with all the details. I don't have that. Have we met? Y'all know I don't have my stuff together.
Lord Jesus. Well, while we... Hey, C.
But I do want to talk about a club that does have all of their stuff together. They have a new time. They just changed it. And they talk about Instagram engagement. And this is why we're also talking about that today, because in this club at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, so every day, so if you can't come Monday, come Tuesday. Can't come Tuesday, come Wednesday. Can't come any of those days, come Friday. You are able to engage with Terry from Evolving Always. And is it Tanya is her name?
Uh-huh.
Yes, who's hosts the club, and she'll also be on Brunch with Diva, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. And she gives great tips and teamwork and encourages everyone to grow their Instagram. She talks about the new Instagram feature, about the videos where I can't participate because you have to have a creators account and 10,000 followers, and I have neither. I have a business account and I don't have 10,000 followers. However, they talk about steps to get to there so that you can participate. And if you do have those two things, they talk about the monetization of the new videos, because they do come on the timeline and how you're able to do each 15-minute video at what time to get paid. I think it's up to $1,350, if I'm not mistaken. You can earn.
It starts out at the $100 level,
right,
for the 15 minutes that you're on. And then you move on to the second one, which is 150, and so on and so on.
Right.
So, which is great, if you have 10,000 followers. Now, look, I need 10,000 followers because why? I would love to build that money and take that money and put it back into the community
Yes.
and do various, whether it's giveaways, whether it's a course, whether it's something that I can create that would help
Help.
everyone.
Very
So
good.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm not even close to that. I'm
She is.
6,000
She's
something.
close. 6,000 is close. That's over halfway. So she is close, but she does need another 4,000 followers to get to that mark.
I was like, and where am I gonna get these followers at? I know that. Same thing I asked myself over on TikTok. Where am
Yeah.
I gonna get these followers? But I think that someone reached out to me today in my DM,
Uh-huh.
and she was saying that she wanted to. What you mean?
Cause you are close. We all know you close. Take care of this.
Don't be coming for me, Ken. I mean,
Keisha.
Keisha. Don't be coming for me, Keisha. But asking me how, and all I could do, I definitely recommended the engagement group in the
Yes.
morning, Monday
Yes.
through Friday, just like Tiana said, because Tanya actually drops so many good
She does.
gems, and I have taken. I mean, just the smallest thing, just the what's today? Tuesday. It
Mm-hmm.
was last week. She said, stop putting your hashtags in your caption. And I was like, well, where am I put them? And so she was like, put them in your comments because it will give your caption a cleaner look. So I said, okay, I'll try it and see. Well, amazingly, it does give your caption a cleaner look. People are actually able to just focus on what you've said
Uh-huh.
and then can comment in your comments after your hashtags or whatever. I thought it made my page look different, and I love that. So my advice to this person was engagement is really key. I don't care what anybody says. You Content is first, engagement is second, and they're running a close first because you definitely have to engage all of the time,
Yes.
all of the time. And I take like an hour out of my day, early in the day, like around this time when I'm not in on here. But I make my post, and some people say don't ghost the post. Well, you know what? I post. I give it some time because I'm not just Johnny on the spot when I
Right.
post and somebody comments or whatever. I'm just, you know, I mean, I would have to sit there, and watch every comment as they came in.
Yeah.
I could be doing something else, you know.
Facts.
So I go back, I comment or whatever. But I think that just engaging, asking
Yeah.
questions while you're engaging in that. Like somebody said, "Oh, I was watching a movie. What you watching?" Oh,
Right.
I had some ice cream from such and such. But what? What kind? Someone mentioned a coffee the other day. I said, "Really? I never heard of that. Where do you find that at?" I mean, just
Yeah.
build a conversation with people.
Yes.
And I think that that is important. And Tanya
So
teaches
important.
all of this about engagement. She talks about your highlights on your page because, your wording on your page. People should be able to go to your page and know what you do. And so I haven't quite figured all that out yet, because being a mindset coach, everything that I everything that I talk about or the encouragement I give is what I do.
Yes.
I'd have to be pouring tea to tell people exactly. So I just try to drop whatever I have there.
Yes.
But I think that, and to show yourself, people love when they see you.
They do. They do,
People love
especially
that,
on Instagram. Yes, they like seeing your
especially.
face.
And now that it's changed to video, or videos are king now, I guess, or
Yes.
queen in our case. But I'm still, next month I'm gonna be on vacation, so I'm gonna be really working on some content. But it's just what you only engage on days you want to. Oh, I didn't know that, Tina. Is this on Clubhouse, or this is on Poshmark? I mean, I don't know what kind of
I
engagement.
don't think it's on Poshmark if we talk about Instagram.
Well, no, I'm just saying because
They do
I
have share groups on Poshmark. That is true.
yeah. So
That's true.
I'm just
So
wondering.
you have to, Tina, put in your Instagram name in the comments because it's Splendor Lily Posh. You can't DM
Whoa,
her at Tina.
are we talking about the one with Jennifer?
Oh, I'm not familiar
I
with
I
that one.
think that is that the one you're talking about. I think I got kicked out of that because I missed a meeting. But
But
I
on the
thought that the
Clubhouse,
meeting wasn't happening, so I didn't even. I'm like, okay, well, I
yeah,
had,
she says it's on IG. So she's gonna put
yeah.
her IG name in there, Slayer, so you guys can whether you're watching it live now or watching the replay, you can find her on IG to be able to participate in that. And oh, and just a side note, so I don't forget, don't oh my god, I can hear myself. I don't know why. Don't forget to
I thought you forgot.
no. Don't forget to use the creator studio. It's free. There's a Facebook creator studio, there is an Instagram creator studio, both made by Facebook, where you can schedule your posts, because you should be posting 3 times a day: morning, midday, and after and evening. And that is because of the time zone, so everybody
DM me,
catches you.
DM me, and let me know. Um, but I think that engagement is really key. I think that being your authentic
Yeah.
self is key because people can tell when things are staged. Now, some of it, I mean, now sometimes when you want to take a picture of a certain thing and show it, then of course, you put a little something to it, zhuzh it up or
Yeah.
whatever. But, most of the time people just like to see what it is,
Yes, and
you
I
know.
know too. I've only gone to the Clubhouse room. I want to say probably once, but I know that they were talking. And most Instagram pages are very cohesive. They're very pretty. Like, you can tell right away what they do. We've met, Slayers. If you're new here, you'll get to know me. I'm a hot mess, but I love my hot mess. I don't like the cohesive altogether. Like, it makes me feel bored and out of my mind. And I'm like, I know I'm not the only one. So my page is a sporadic, colorful, engaging
And I get that
artist.
about you because that's how you are, and that comes
Right.
through in your posts. You see what I'm saying? So when I first started out, I thought that I would want to have the more cohesive, have my signature colors all displayed
Yes.
until, and I think I said this, until I asked someone to look at my IG and they were like, "Ooh, it's a lot of pink on here, child. And you need to get rid of this, you need to get rid of that."
Right.
I went through and I just purged my whole page. And the best thing that they told me was you can remove this, you can
You can
archive it,
archive it.
or you can delete it. You
Yeah.
archive it, you can reuse this
Yes, the content.
content. So now I only leave my IG after brunch with Diva. I leave it up till after midnight. After
Mhm.
midnight, I take it away. It's on my
You take it off the
IGTV.
feed,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
take
still
it
right
off the
there.
feed. So, people can still go to my IGTV and see that. But I try to make it a little bit more cleaner. Once I make a post, it stays up and have the engagement on it or whatever. If I want to reuse it, I archive it.
Yep.
But if I don't, I delete it and move on. But I think that I don't try to stay as pretty as I was before because that, I mean, now I love pink, y'all know that.
Yes.
But when I looked at my page, the way they were asking me to look at it, like what other people see,
Hmm.
I was like, good Lord, this is like pink bubblegum, Pepto Bismol type. You know, it was just too much. But
Yeah.
that's what I thought that I needed to have just cohesive, I guess that's the word to
Yeah.
use,
Yeah.
page. And that is not. And I love my page so much better now because I go in there and I take away what I want, I leave what I want.
Yes. Yeah.
But if I feel like, okay, this is done, this is over with, is out.
Yeah.
So I think that we have to build our page the way we feel, about ourselves, what we
Yeah.
want to put out there. We have it look the way you want to make it look.
Yeah.
But I think that when it's too much, then we got to go in and we got to it's time to, eliminate some things.
Right.
And
And
I
at least
want,
archive it for the
yeah,
future.
and I think that my page was too heavy.
Mm.
Let's put it in that term. It was just too much. It's too heavy. Now I think it's lighter. I think people can actually go in there and see things clearly instead of all this sea of pink. So that's what worked for me with
Yeah.
that.
And I
But
think
tell her,
asking someone was definitely helpful because the
yes,
way I see my page, I know other people are like, what is going on over here? But I love every minute of it. And so I'm just like, well, it makes me happy. But I do see the value in definitely archiving something. So
mm-hmm.
it's because it stressed me out to be like, make sure on every third post it looks like this. So like when it was in the feed, it looked together. And then I started hating it. And I was like, well, I'm not even going to post. Who cares? And then I went a long
Yeah,
period of
and
time
I
without
was
posting.
and I was given that advice. It was like, you make a post, you make a reel, and you do a product. Like, I mean, say for
Right.
instance, List Perfectly. So I did try to start out doing that, but I can't guarantee a reel every day,
Right. Right.
because they have to come to me. I have
Right.
to be inspired, darling.
And I think when someone else is running your page, it's so much easier because you just make all the content, you send it to them, then they put it together in some beautiful, because that's their job, that's what they do, they're passionate
Hmm.
about it. And if I had a social media marketer, then yes, that would be fine. But girl, I have a life. I can't be doing all of that. Keisha, I'm gonna
Right.
answer your question real quick. So about the scheduling the post, be very, very careful what tools you use on Instagram because Facebook does not play about their platform. They do not like third party companies accessing their platform. So they finally created the Facebook Creator Studio, which is also connected to the Instagram Creator Studio. And so you can go in, put your post, like say you create your post on XYZ picture creating platform, video creating platform, it doesn't matter where. You can then put it into the Creator Studio, pick the date and the time you want it to post, and it will automatically post for you. And you can post it to your Facebook and Instagram at the same time, or you can just pick one or the other. And it's you can only use it on a desktop though. Be clear with that. It's desktop only. They do have a mobile version, like a mobile desktop version. It's a little tricky because it's small. So if you have a few posts that you already know that you want to put together, I say just sit down, spend 5 or 10 minutes scheduling them all out on your desktop, and then save it, and then it'll automatically do it for you. So it is called the Creator Studio. You can just Google it. Um,
Well, and I think that that's good. You know what? I think it's good to use it for those who can. I'm on a different level though. I can't create it because I don't always know exactly what it's going to be.
Right, right.
So
Well,
it's different.
sometimes do you not get like 4 or 5 ideas at one time? Because that happens to me. I'm like, oh, I have all these great ideas, but I'm like, I can't post 5 times today. So then,
Well, I mean, I get ideas that I jot down, but
okay,
sometimes, talking to, my clients, I
yes,
will generate something, or I may see a post, that may generate something, or, just through conversation like me and you,
yes,
or whoever I talk to. Sometimes it's that. Sometimes if it's my personal experience, then maybe I could do that. But
yes,
sometimes things just come to me, and then that's when I put it out there.
sure.
But I said I was going to try it again to see
Well,
if I could post, just generate different posts for, different
different.
days. But sometimes
Especially when it's that 3 times a day, because if you're really trying to hit 3 times a day, so like I might come with 2 creative ideas today. I can't think of a third one, but the other day I had 6. So I'm like, okay, I posted 3, let me put the other 3 on the schedule to come up, because that does happen. And then Keisha, desktop laptop is the same thing.
yeah, either
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
But I think that I think that with that, I think that it's good, that if you can do that, then do that, because you know what, it really frees up time, and that's what we want to do. We want to work smarter, not harder. And I think if you can do it and you can manage it, then um, that would be great, because I mean, I would love to be able to do it. It's just a little bit difficult for me
yeah.
too, but even though I'm saying that now, like today is Taco Tuesday, I probably could have had a post up there about Taco Tuesday, and it posted and went on about my business.
True, true.
But I may give it a try again. If I do, it'll be next month when I have a lot of free
Right,
time since I'm on vacation.
right.
So I will try it then, and I'll get back with y'all and let y'all know how it worked for me.
Now Tia's saying she's using Planoly. I haven't heard of Planoly.
Me
Well,
either.
actually, I think I have heard of Planoly. I
I
haven't
have.
used Planoly, but I didn't know they were IG approved. Does it say that somewhere on there? Because Facebook is so particular. They're so particular. I don't know why. I mean, no one cares, but they may be less particular now that they've opened up the Instagram app to be more video content, and they know people are going to be using third party services for that. I just heed the advice of always read it for yourself, always make sure, and if you're comfortable using it, use it. We just don't want Instagram accounts are so hard to build, as we know. We ain't got 10,000 in perfect English. We ain't got
We ain't
10,000
got it
followers.
yet.
Nobody wants to start over from the beginning
Right.
because their account got locked. So that's all I'm saying. But yes, if that works, Tina again was saying it is approved. Definitely check into that and see how that works for you. Tina says she doesn't post to her Facebook. Another thing while we're on that topic, if you're using Canva, it has a scheduler. Instagram is on there. Again, I don't use their Instagram, but their Pinterest is on there. Twitter is on there. So if you created it in Canva, you can schedule it to all your other places and then use the Creator Studio to then schedule it to Instagram and Facebook. But just so you know, if you're already in Canva, might as well schedule your post to all your other platforms as well, because they have several that you can choose from on Canva now to schedule things. But you do have to have the paid version to do the scheduling, just so you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you have Canva and you have the paid version and your PFF, which is your Posh Friend for Life, if you don't know, new slayers to the channel, you can have up to 4 people or 5 people, always forget, on your account. And they don't have access to your billing, but they can access like a team.
Yeah.
They can access all the paid features. So if you want to split the $13 a month between the whatever many people, 4 or 5, then you can do that. You know, they cash out you the few dollars every month, and then y'all can all use the same service.
I definitely used that when I was creating my weight loss tracker. Deanna tweaked it for me. I've used it when I was working on my logo with Giovanni. And she sent me this and that, and we went back and forth a little bit on a couple of things that she's done for me. Hey, Terry. And so it is really helpful when it comes to doing things like that.
Yes.
So that's really a good idea. But I wanted to talk about TikTok.
Yes.
And because Terry popped in, and I know that
Terry. Yeah, we were just talking about your engagement room, Terry. We're telling everybody if they want to learn how to grow their Instagram, they need to be in the room with you and Tanya every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Terry, I think, always has it in her link tree, I think is what she's using. So if you want to just directly get the link, you could always go and click the new link each day. But once you're following the club, of course, you'll get the notification. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, because I'm trying to find this thing on Canva anyway.
No. Terry had mentioned she wanted to grow her followers on TikTok. And I said, look, I'm going to ride this journey with you because I want to do that as well, because I want to go live. And then I thought that would give both of us a chance to go live on there. So I just think that at this point, I mean, again, I won't be able to just commit to all this until, after next week.
Right.
But I definitely think that a lot of us have a thing about what to do on TikTok. And, I've done a few TikToks just of things I've just, liked other people doing. And I thought, oh, I can do that one. And I'll just do something. But I want to steer it more toward maybe some mindset. So I'm not sure how I'm going to pull that off. I have a thing that I'm thinking about starting over there. But again, I think that if we get a bunch of us together and we start, definitely engaging with each other on there, supporting each other's TikToks, I think that, we all can grow.
Facts. And that's why we're going to be talking about it in the Swagslayer Club. Date and time is to be announced before y'all ask me again. But
Yeah,
that's
she
really
don't
what it
know,
is.
y'all. She don't know.
It will be a TikTok engagement group, so we can do that. Because what I've noticed, because I purposely have gone through to look for all of us and other resellers, they have like 10 likes, 20 likes, 15 likes. Like, they're not getting the engagement that they could get. They can't get the reach because we're not supporting to push them. So if we get together and push them and meet each week, we're only going to meet once a week. I understand people have lives, to be able to engage and interact with them to push the content out, because they have fire content. It's just not reaching because, let's be honest, there are all types of people on TikTok, but there is a good community of people looking for something. Because I wasn't even following Rhonda on TikTok. I didn't even know she had a TikTok. I was like, what, you have a TikTok? I've never seen any of your stuff. So if that's a way for us to communicate, just like the Instagram engagement room, to push ourselves in front of the audiences that are on those different platforms. Because TikTok is, if you're putting on a reel, you can put it on a TikTok. If you're putting it on a TikTok, you can put it on a YouTube short. Like, if you're watching me, all of my YouTube shorts are my Instagram reels with different music, and then my YouTube TikToks with different music, because I'm repurposing the same content. I don't have time to make 3 different things, because there are 3 different audiences in the places anyway. They haven't seen them. You have not seen my TikTok. You haven't. You only saw my Instagram reels. You have no idea I even have a TikTok.
No,
I
I had
promise.
no idea. And I said, where did all these videos come from?
Right.
What is going on here? What in the madness is happening? But I just want to, where are the big booty strippers?
Wait a minute. Who is in here? Leave it. I should have known it had to be Derek.
He's talking about, oh shoot,
Get
wrong chat.
out. Wrong chat. I do want to address
You will
what
probably find that on my
on Wednesday.
Pink Diva studio before you find it here.
Yes, this is the family channel. But Wednesday night we'll be live on Rhonda's channel. Candace said she used to make scheduling calendar for an old account based on holidays like National Friendship Day, etc., and write down ideas when they came across her mind. She needs to go back to doing that. Yeah, because it just makes it so much easier.
Yes. Right. I think that that's a great idea, Candace. I think you should do that. Going back to, TikTok though, I think that like I said, hey Matt, I think again. Oh, and that's good. I mean, that's great. That's what you should do. Yep. Because technically TikTok does have better music, first of all. But
this is the thing though, be careful, especially all these ideas keep coming to my head. Rhonda is going to finish her thought in a moment. But because now the Instagram is really pushing their video, I would highly suggest do not save that TikTok video that says TikTok all over it and then put it on your reels. I used to do that because I have a business account and I have all this dumb music for the business account. I was like, forget that. Right. But because they're moving in that vein and now that is the thing they want to compete with, they're not going to show your stuff if you're advertising TikTok. Like, let's just be honest. So record it separate. That's what I do now. I record it on my phone and then I make one in Canva for TikTok, one for Reels, and then one for YouTube Shorts. Okay, she's going to finish now and I'm not going to say anything else until she's done.
Well, no, I think that I do that. I definitely take what I've created in TikTok and put it over there. I just need to watch a video or something to see how to remove the TikTok logo and stuff, because I will always want to do my TikTok and then transfer it over to a reel. Now, sometimes, at the off chance, I just pop up and decide to do something, then reels is fine. I just do it and move on. But I think in order for us to grow, I think Tiana is coming up with this Clubhouse room specifically for that, and growth is amazing. I think we should all join it whenever she gives us a time and a place, y'all. Let's be over there, because I think that there's strength in numbers. I think that if we support each other, I think that we can uplift each other and get those numbers. You constantly have to keep that engagement as well. You got to comment over there. You got to like it. You got to share it. Now, one thing I haven't figured out is how to tie it into my Instagram. I haven't figured that out yet.
What do you want to tie in?
Well, because I see Instagram on some pages, not all pages over there. So I don't know if that has to do with your numbers, where if you can share,
You mean the
but
link in your TikTok bio?
I didn't even see. I don't even see where to put that because they have the
Yeah.
little like on the side where they have all the like, comment, share, and then you can share to their. You can share to an Instagram or your Instagram. I
Yeah,
don't
I have
know.
my Instagram linked and I have less followers than you. I literally have 55 followers on TikTok.
And
You
so
just
I was,
go into your settings and then just fill in all the blanks on your settings because I
oh, I
added my
thought that
link.
I did that. That is so crazy because I actually thought I did. Let me turn this down because it's about.
Yeah, I turned mine down too. So Tia, I am so sad that it will not be reseller related anymore on your social media, but so excited that it's something that you
Oh,
want it to be. So I still look forward to looking
oh
at
my
it every
God.
day. Matt, it is so good to see you, friend. We haven't
Hey,
seen you in a
Matt.
while.
Right?
Hi.
But let me just say this, Tina. I think that's amazing because I mean, if you all notice now, I post, my sales sometimes. I post my sales simply because that's filler content for me. It's
Mm-hmm.
just because I wasn't prepared. And so I wanted to post three
She did
times a day.
schedule. No, I'm just
Yeah,
joking.
I need to sketch. But I definitely use that as filler content. It's not anything that I'm actually like promoting
Right.
or anything
Right.
like that. But I just feel as though, it's filler content. I'll put something up. You probably might see it today because I have like all these bundle of clothes I really do need to get listed.
Yes.
But, I am more focused on, my coaching business,
Right.
my mindset business, the positive tip of everything. But I throw in some reseller stuff every now and then. If it's easy, if it's something interesting, like when we got the feature. Well, I decided not to even talk about the feature because everybody else talked about the feature. So what else did I have to input on that? But I'll just use it
Oh,
as
I
that.
would highly recommend Rhonda. You still do it because
Well,
there's some
sometimes
people.
I do on things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do on things. Like it was something that was blowing up and I just said, "Okay, how do we feel about this?"
Yeah.
And there was the whole engagement. So sometimes I will. I just feel as though at this point in time with Instagram changing so much, I think that we have to change as well.
Yep. You
And
have to
so,
adapt.
Tanya, I don't know if your thoughts are like mine on this, but this is the time to, I mean, you already do your live affirmations
Yeah.
and things like that. I need to find out something that I can do. Again, this might go over to TikTok and
Yeah.
I may in turn put it on a reel.
And two, it's okay for you to grow your channel, social media into something else because as humans, we grow. We don't keep doing the same thing over and over.
Over
It
and
actually
over.
drives me
Yes.
crazy.
I
That's why
mean, we
my
can't be
Instagram is a
stuck.
mess.
That's when you're stuck. That's
Right.
when you're stuck. And you feel like I can't go left, I can't go right, up, down. I'm just stuck in this one space. But that's what it's all about. Sometimes you have to test stuff out. I test stuff out, see if it's going to go. I check my, what do you call that thing? Where you can check and see how things went
Your
over.
status or your,
Yeah, they
I
call
can't think of it.
they call it something. But
Your,
you can look on there and check and see how well this post did. You can check and see. You also can go and check your IGTVs if you're doing anything like that. You can check those
analytics.
yeah, something like that. Um, but I think that if you can always keep track of what you're doing and find out what works. I
True.
found out that if I just show my face and say whatever insights, thank you, Keisha.
Oh,
Um,
insights. Yes.
um,
We both drawing a blank. And
right. We like it's something. But I
y'all know.
think that I found out that if I show my face and say what I got to say,
Yes.
that people love that. I think that people like us all, we like to see a face behind the brand.
That is true. That
you
is true.
know and if you're the face of your brand, which Tiana is not really caring about being the face of her brand,
I
but
wish I
she
could pay someone to be the
yeah
face of my brand.
but the Pink Diva Studio is me and I am it, so showing my face makes sense.
Yes.
I don't always want to do it, but I will.
Yeah.
That's why I take a ton of pictures anytime I can, I change
I'm ready.
shirts, I change earrings, I change glasses, I
Yeah.
do put a cap on, I'll change, but I try to stockpile a bunch of pictures just at the off chance I say, oh, well, you know what? It's picture day. Let me go ahead and throw a picture out.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's just so many things. Yeah, I don't post about it as much. That doesn't mean I'm not a reseller.
That's true
It's
because
just that I'm more than that.
you're a conglomerate of things. No
Yeah.
human is one thing. So yes.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, someone told me at my breakfast
Your
brunch,
brunch
my live brunch with Diva,
live.
that she said you can't call yourself a reseller, and you shouldn't. She said you're more a production media something or another. She said. I said,
Yup, yup.
"Ooh, that sounds fancy."
Yeah, write
I
that
was
down
like,
and put it in your bio.
I was like, what is that now? I had to really, what do you call it? DM her and say, now what you say I
Yes.
was?
Yes.
Because, things shift. We start out as reselling, and that's
It's
what
true.
because we fell down the rabbit hole, and that's what we are. But in that, I've grown
So much.
to, now it's brunch with Diva. Now it's hump day happy hour.
Yeah.
Soon it'll be something else,
Would you
know.
tell the Slayers what Terry calls your show? I
Girl,
wanted Terry to say it, but she wouldn't.
I think that Terry and I both probably forgot what she said, but it was so funny that I was like, "What?
And she
What?"
kept saying it like 6 times. And I'm like, that's not it. It was great. It was the best. We love Terry. She's so
We
much
do.
fun. Yes,
Okay, so
Candace said you're an entrepreneur.
and oh, thank you, Candace, darling. Well, she told me this is Teresa from Passion of Essence. She said Pink Diva Studio Production Media Company.
No.
And I could still use PDS for production media company. She
Yep.
said, because you have, so many, I do the lives, you
Yeah.
know, all this, that, and the other. So I was like, oh my goodness. Well, that definitely steers me away from the coaching.
Yes.
So, how do
But coaching can still be in there because you're not going to show your clients on video, but you can give a tip on you subjects that you coach on, and it still be like a tip show, like kind of how Terry does Tip Tuesday. It's just short, concise, but it's something a nugget they could take for the day.
And see, that's what I do with my morning thoughts, though.
Right.
Like today, uh, be a fountain, not a drain.
Yes, I saw that.
Think about it.
But you can do them on video and call it Coaching Minute with Diva.
Well, yeah, now that is what I wanted to do on TikTok.
Yes.
Bring it back around to TikTok. See how we did that?
Yes.
So, that's what I wanted to do and how I wanted to present my lives over there. So I think that if I start doing just like tips or, coaching tip 101, and I have a whole thing that I'm going to put out there about plus sizes and how kind of intertwine it with backhanded compliments, because what you don't want to do is give a plus size girl a backhanded compliment, honey.
Yes.
Oh, so, or anyone really, but definitely when you associate it with weight. So
yeah, I did that today. Not today, this weekend. And as it came out of my mouth,
oh my God,
I was like,
I'm just going to take a drink.
But thank God it was my friend that I've known since I was 5 years old. And he was like, Tiana, for real, whatever. So
okay.
He's not plus size. It was the opposite. But I used the word tiny. And no man wants to be called tiny in any form.
In any form, honey, because that's attached to the pride level.
I know. I was saying how his son and him were exactly alike, and like he's the spitting image of you in some kind of way.
You said, and y'all are just the same tiny.
Yeah, and tiny was coming out of my mouth, but I couldn't stop it. And I just thought, Tiana, what are you saying? What are you saying? And I was like, all I'm trying to say, man, is I love that you and your son are twins. That's what I'm trying to say. My bad. Thank God he loves me, because I was like,
well, I think that, and sometimes I think it, I think even though you've known someone for a very long time, I think that you still kind of have to be mindful, because you definitely don't know.
Because I still apologize.
Yeah. how some people feel and things like that. But my friends, when I was weighing, what I weighed, over 400 pounds, I think that I asked them, I said, so why y'all didn't say nothing? If y'all saw me getting out of control, and they were like, well, I didn't really think I should say anything. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
What do
I
you
was like,
say?
what do you say? I mean, sometimes you just got to take people to the side and have a heart to heart and say, look, I'm only speaking this out of love. I love you.
Right.
And I want you to be here as long as you can, but you're not, because look, I need you to look at yourself and see something. So I think that there is a way to go about and speak to
Yeah.
someone. You don't come in with in attack mode. You come out of
Right.
a place
Yeah.
of love
Yeah.
for that person and their well-being. And and I tell you, this is a off subject, but I will just say this. I think that had someone had said something to me, I think that I would have opened my own eyes.
You would have noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have thought that, well, if this person is saying something to me, then I need to re-examine myself. Now, some people can't take that like that, because then
Yeah.
they be like, "What? Who are you talking? What?" And we got to go through all that.
Right. But that's
But
also because we're in denial and we're angry
right,
because subconsciously we realize it, we don't like it, but we're not in a place to do anything about it yet.
and
And
it sounds so crazy. When I say this, I mean this, and I've said it before. I actually did not even think that I weighed that much.
I know. I
I
remember.
thought I was like in the 300s, child, in the 300s, And I was just like, oh my God. I was just mortified. I was horrified. I was all things when I heard that number. But be that as it may, you just can come from a place of love
Yeah.
and all of that. But moving back to TikTok, we need to figure out a plan. We need
Yeah.
everybody to follow everybody, build your account,
Yeah.
follow us, whatever the case may be. Follow Terry, Evolving Always. Tiana and I
Yeah.
mean, let's help each other grow.
And we'll have a room up and schedule in the Swagslayer Clubhouse. So click the link in the description to follow the Swagslayer Club. So you'll get the notification. Make sure you're following me on Clubhouse and hit the notifications anytime I'm in a room. And then, of course, I'll post on Instagram. But it'll be up. And the first one should at least be the week of the 26th. So that's next week. But it will be in the evening, Eastern time, which is kind of earlier for other people because my time zone's the first one, of course, just so we can start that up and get everyone engaged. I just wanted to talk about it today to make sure you know. But
Thank you, Terry. Entrepreneur and producer.
yes, yes. So Tina says, once I told a man who kept bugging me for a date, listen, you're so cute with your short, compact self, but I don't do short men. He finally left me alone, and he was shorter than me, and I'm 4'8". You know what?
I'm dead. Just pull the dirt over me. She said compact.
Compact.
That is
But
too
sometimes I learned as a girl, that words like cute and stuff, men don't want to hear that. I'm like, oh my God, you're so cute. And he is like, thanks. And I'm like, but I like cute. That's good for me. But for him, he's like, you think I'm a toy.
Compact, right. But you know what? I stopped actually, even to toddler boys. I stopped saying that they were cute.
You say they're handsome.
I say that they're handsome, because somebody did a whole rant one time on Instagram about it. This has been years ago. Why do we sit up and call boys cute? But then they led into a whole nother thing, like this, calling a boy cute would turn them, into, yeah. So
Okay.
girl, bye. But when I thought about it, I said, well, maybe guys don't like to be called cute.
They don't.
And so from when they're babies, they're cute. When they start walking, stomping all over your feet, honey, they handsome.
I want Derek to stop.
Yes, there are, Derek.
They're handsome women.
Yes, there are, Derek.
I'm good.
I'm just gonna say that's true. It is true.
Okay. I've seen beautiful women. I haven't seen any. Maybe I don't know what a handsome woman looks like.
That's all. You just don't know what one looks like, but I know what one looks like, honey.
Cute is for puppies. Dang, Keisha.
And people have said that cute is for puppies, monkeys, and something else. And I was like, oh
Cute
my
is for
God.
animals.
Yeah. And
But
so,
babies are cute. I don't
but
understand.
I got to a certain age when people used to say, oh, you're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute. And I thought, well, I'm 35 years old. Hell, I ain't cute. I'm cute as for little girls. I'm a grown woman. So
Look, I don't know. So I try to stick with, and my natural instinct is to say those things, and then I have to catch my. That's how I ended up saying tiny and didn't mean to. It was a long day, and I was like, "Dang it, Tiana," because like to me, that's like I like those things, and I told her, I said people would kill to look like you, but tiny was just the wrong word. It didn't matter.
That's good, Terry. I'll have to remember that. Serial entrepreneur, producer, coach,
Coach in
e-commerce.
e-commerce.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you call your son strong man of God.
And I think that's beautiful. I think that's a beautiful way to put it. And they can't go wrong with that. He's fun size. He was just happy to be taller than me. Not fun size.
You know what? I like fun size. Ti is fun size. That's my favorite size.
And one of my besties calls me a McNugget. She said, "You're just
how short are you, Rhonda? I'm at the wait.
I'm 5'1", and she calls me a McNugget. I'm like, girl, not a McNugget. And
wait a minute. If you're 5'1", Tina's shorter than you. She 5'8". Oh boy.
Oh. Okay. No, she's 4'8".
I mean, that's what I meant. 4'8". Sorry, I'm only 5'6.5", y'all. So I'm not that tall, but I feel like I'm just average height. I think I am. I don't know. She the same.
Yes, I'm just.
C is 5'2". Okay. Okay.
Look, we'd be stair steps standing next to each other.
But wait, but then Terry is going to end up being the tallest one because she is tall. She's taller than me.
Yeah, Terry is tall.
She's very tall. Okay, Flyp. We haven't talked about Flyp yet. I'm trying to stay on the topic.
I don't even have anything to give, so this.
No, that's okay. I have it. I just saw it.
No, that's okay. I have it.
Yes, Ti.
I have nothing to get. Ti is petite.
I like petite. King petite. Yes. Okay. Anyway,
I need you to come back because you went somewhere with that.
Woo! Okay, Ti is my rap daddy. But anyway,
me too, Tina. Me too.
A fun size candy bar. They are so cute.
That half-inch does count, Diana.
Yes, it does. That's why I'm 5'6.5".
Yeah,
and a half. And I sit at the doctor's office all the time. They're like, "All right, you're 5'6", and I was like, "There ain't no place for the half." They're like, "Ma'am, there's no place on the form for the half." Well, they just put 5'7". So
just round it up.
Right. Okay. All right. So Flyp has raised $3.2 million to support secondhand gig economy workers. But then when I read the entire article, it's basically they have raised venture capital in order to be able to support the platform Flyp to help people be able to get consignment items to their home to be able to sell, so they don't have to go out and search for them, and then they pay the consignment fee at the end, and by fee the percentage that they've already agreed to, that they said that they wanted to pay for the items after it sells. But also remember on Flyp, if you don't want to do the consignment part because maybe you're not really organized or you feel like it's too tricky, you can now purchase full lots off of Flyp, where you don't have to do the consignment. You just purchase them up front and then sell them on your.
I need to sign back up then.
I reminded you of that when it first came out.
Okay, nobody asked you if you reminded me, girl. Come on, let's go. My issue, of course, is what sizes do they have? Yeah, because I'm all about the plus sizes. Penny, I need some plus sizes. I missed Penny's whole alive yesterday.
Yeah, the 10 items in 10 minutes. I missed it too, but I love that concept.
And she couldn't save it. Can you go back live today?
Wow. You can watch the replay?
She couldn't save it.
I wonder why. Oh, because that makes no sense. Because as long as it's over a minute, you were supposed to be able to save it.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you saved them before, Penny? We can work on the technical issue later. But yeah, you should. Sometimes IG acts up too. And they might be pushing for 15-minute videos at this point as well. So that might be a thing because I know they're pushing 15-minute videos, Penny. So it
Hers was
may
10
be,
and 10. So
I
10
know, but
items
it,
in 10 minutes.
right, but if Instagram is now pushing 15-minute videos,
Oh,
I wonder if they
yes.
change the feature where
Yeah.
you're not. So what I would suggest is pre-recorded, Penny, in Instagram format like this, and then upload it to IGTV. If you don't have the IGTV app, just download it and then upload it on the IGTV app because you're not going to be able to upload it on the Instagram app. So I would pre-record it and then release it at whatever time your flyer said, and they'll just be pre-recorded and they can watch through and screenshot. Excuse me, they can screenshot the items they want and DM you, but say all of that in the beginning and DM me later if you need help. But okay, so back to Flyp. It's FLYP if you're not familiar. The link should be in the description for Flyp if you want to sign up. It's on iOS and Android now, but you can purchase full lot. So $3.2 million is a lot of money to raise to make sure their platform is up and running. They can put new features because it runs smoothly now, but they're going to put in new features. They're probably going to do a little bit more advertising, and they're probably going to have a marketing budget, maybe even an influencer budget for that because it's not detailed specific. But this article is on Yahoo Finance. You can also find the link directly to it and the Flyp. It's called Join Flyp on Instagram. So Join JOINFLYP. Join Flyp on Instagram. And then the link is there. But I just wanted you guys to be aware of that because if they're pumping $3.2 million into a platform, I highly suggest that if you don't already have an account, to get an account. I have an affiliate link. I think if you use my affiliate link, if it's working correctly, because it kept not working, I do get a kickback for you to sign up for me telling you. But if you don't want to use mine and just type in flyp.com, that works too. And then just download the app in the app store or whatever like that and download it. But I'm just saying, if they're pumping that much money into a platform, it's going to get bigger and bigger because it's new. It's only a few years. It's very new, but we had James on the show. If you go back onto the videos that previously, we had James, who's the creator and CEO of Flyp with his partner. We interviewed him on the show and talked about what they do and how they do it. I really like Flyp for the mere fact that the stuff is shipped to my house. I don't have to go to Goodwill. I don't have to put on gloves and a mask at the bins. I don't have to do any of that. I can just go online, and instead of shopping for clothes to put in my closet, I can get clothes to sell to make a profit, or shoes or jewelry, any of those things that typically are sold on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Instagram, Facebook, Tradesy, and all those other places. Also, if you don't have a new platform and you're thinking about expanding, I would suggest LISTPERFECTLY. I always suggest the business plan if you're not using eBay, but you can. Rhonda uses the basic plan and she loves it. She has about 300 items in her closet, and the basic plan works really well for her. So there are 3 plans that you can look at and take a look and see which one's going to work best for you. They range from $29 to $69, depending on the plan that you choose. I think the mid plan is $49, but don't quote me. I can't remember.
I think that is right.
Yeah. Oh, and thinking about it, I am on LISTPERFECTLY Instagram page today. I saw when I woke up, I said, shut up! Because I made a video on how to cross list from LISTPERFECTLY to Heroin. The link is actually at the very top of the live chat. I can put it in again. And then it just kind of shows you, because Heroin is their newest platform and they have all women's clothing. So if you're already used to selling women's clothing, or you have a lot of women's clothing, you can definitely put them on Heroin. There are certain brands that Heroin accepts, but they do have a brand list on the website. So you can look at which brands that you usually come across, or brands to be looking for, because that is a good way to look at for a brand that maybe you don't sell off their list. And those are the brands that you can post onto Heroin. So I do enjoy Heroin for that reason. Yes. I just saw your comment, Tasha. For sure, T.I. is my rap daddy. Don't tell my husband, even though he already knows.
Not
Mind
the rap
him.
daddy. Oh, Jesus. Well, God, you said something that made me think about something about I may sign up again with them simply, but I think that someone mentioned they had found a plus size, I guess, lot over there or whatever. But it was just not coming quick enough for me.
Right. And
And
sometimes we have to be patient just because things are so new. Trust me, when I got List Perfectly when it first came out, baby, and I had to stop List Perfectly because they were growing so rapidly and changing features. I'm not very tech savvy, so I would get it and then they would change it, and I was like, guess what? So I stopped on List Perfectly. And then once they kind of got like a good foundation, I went back to List Perfectly because I loved their service, and it was just my slow self couldn't get it together in the beginning. Yeah, he is a lot of people's rap daddy. I'm not mad at those people or him, Derek. Okay.
so I just wanted to, all right. So I just wanted to mention that I won a little giveaway,
You did?
and it's from the Boss Resellers Remix. And I don't know if you guys saw during Pride Week, I had LV Pink Peacock on the show,
Okay,
Victoria.
yes.
Okay, with the pink hair and things.
Yes.
Well, her and her partner actually have a Bosses Reseller Remix. They're doing an event in Nevada where they live, but they offered a giveaway. And of course, I don't sign up for a lot of
Right.
giveaways. I just, when people tag me, I tag them back and I go and buy my business. But I don't know. I won this. And it was so funny because when I got the what do you call it? The
Notification?
story, the
Oh,
story,
so
because they put it in a story. And I was like, what? And I, so funny because I just got through talking about this. Uh, Derek, I'm going to hit you in a minute. I just got through talking about these the other day when Roxanne was looking for trapper keepers. So I
ooh, them
want to,
trapper keepers.
baby,
Yes.
I want a trapper keeper. I said, oh my God, that is
Yes.
too funny.
Yes.
And I told her, I said, how throwback is this?
Yes.
Trapper keepers were the honey. Trapper
Yes.
keepers were the thing. I
The
remember when
end
trapper
all be
keepers came
all.
out,
Yes.
and they were when Lisa Frank had the trapper keepers, and baby, everybody wanted one of those. Of course,
Yes.
I had to mention that I needed one, but they are so throwback, and
They are.
I didn't even know those things still existed.
Well, I think they weren't like, people got tired of buying them because we went from Trapper Keepers to 5 Star Notebooks. That was
Yes,
the order my
yes,
generation went in.
yes.
And then once you got the 5 Star Notebook, he was like, forget a Trapper Keeper because I'm too cool for all of that. Right.
Right,
And then,
right.
I went to college. I didn't need a folder at all. So then that was it.
Well, my daughter had plenty of trapper keepers, honey. And then when we moved to the 5 Star, of course, she
Yeah.
had that too as well. And I kind of like those myself just to
Yes.
keep up with things. And I used it for my household to keep up with stuff. But I tell you that I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good throwback because when I receive it, I'm gonna use it for a throwback Thursday, baby. Because I didn't even know they were still out till
When
Roxanne.
Roxanne, yes, when she posted
When she
that on the
posted
thing,
that, I said a trapper keeper.
shut
We
up.
need a dinosaur, but
I My daughter is getting a Trapper Keeper. She don't know it, but she finna have one.
oh yes, honey. And I'm telling you, those things were the bomb because when my daughter would come home, she have all her homework. I could just go through there and look and see what was happening. But honey, she was the worst with the oh child. I can't. She probably got it honest because I was the worst with keeping track. Because they used to tell you to have a calendar to
Yes.
write down all your homework on when it was due and all. Child, I was simply the worst, and she was too. And I was like, well, I can't even be mad.
I got my baby a planner for her birthday. It's a red planner. It has a scripture on the front. I can't remember which scripture. Something about being a lady of grace or something. Anyway, but she'll be able to write and it zips. She was like, Mom, it's so pretty. I was like, oh, I'm glad
Oh,
you
that's
like it.
sweet. That's sweet.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Let's
glad
see
to know they're
if she
still
uses
doing
it.
that because, honey, my granddaughter, she would be like, yeah, okay. I think, and then after a while, she started kind of keeping up with it in her planners. I bought
Yeah.
her planners so she could kind of keep up with things. So that worked out great. Tasha,
Is laughing out loud. People think she
mm-mm.
crazy.
Right, right.
And then I don't know what $3,000 candle.
Girl, let me just say,
Derek.
this candle right here, hold on, let me get it in the view of the camera, did not cost $3,000. Now, at first, when he bought the candle, he said the candle was $9,000.
He did. He
Then
did.
he
He must
went
have got a
back.
discount.
Then he went back up on the price, and now it's a $3,000 candle. I don't think he can make up his mind, but
The
I'm
price
glad
of
you bought
gold went
one.
down.
Look,
So
yeah,
that's
the
why.
gold went down. I appreciate you getting one. I'm so glad that your wife loves it. I
Yeah.
knew that she would, and you scored some brownie points. Look at
Yes, you
you.
did. Yes, you
Mhm.
did.
Because I tell you, I think we only have 3 of these candles left. So the goal is to get them sold by the end of the month. But again, these are fantastic. You can smell when you receive the box and you
You
open that
already smell
postal
it.
box. Let me tell you, you're going to smell it before you even open the packaging.
Nice.
So it is amazing, amazing, amazing. I love it. I still haven't burnt mine yet, but only because I have other candles I'm using right now. But baby, when I tell you it smells good, it smells. You love it, don't you, Derek? You know it smells good,
You say his wife likes it, but that's code for he really likes it. You
right?
know, the hair gets stuck in the Velcro of the Trapper Keeper, but that noise, that
Yeah.
oh, bring back memories.
Yes, honey.
What?
Wait, let me just say that I'm just gonna do a video, just open it. I'm doing boomerang. But I tell you that that is such a throwback.
It
And
is. And it
when
had
she,
throwback designs on it. They had
yes,
80s designs. I was like, yes.
I cannot wait to get it. I mean, it sounds so crazy, but I was just over the moon for me to win anything like that. That was such a throwback for me. It may be your archive penny. Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
Sometimes that you
I
do
put
a
on the
minute.
screen for anybody else who was like, well, where's mine? Because somebody else in the comments said they couldn't find, I think it was Candace. She couldn't get hers either. So,
Yeah. And I tell you that I Candace has been stepping up with the videos. I
yeah.
love watching the videos, Candace. Girl,
When are
you
we
know
going to
that?
see Candace again? Tell us, Rhonda.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I have an ultimate special guest on Hump Day Happy Hour Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And it will be Candace.
Candace in the comments.
Yes, we have tagged her Candace in the comments. She probably hates it, but we love it. And
She said it was cool in one of the chats. She was like, yeah,
And
it's
so,
cool.
and so she is going to grace us. And look, it's facts. It's facts because I've created a whole flyer for this. So
Yes.
she is definitely going to be there. I'll also have C, who's always our ultimate funny.
Yes.
5,428 times. Um, and I'll have my girl, my Texas homie here, Doreen, Texas
Yeah.
Diva of Curve. Wait a minute, the Diva of Curves, Texas,
Yeah.
and she will be joining Tiana, Terry, and myself.
Yeah.
So together we are hilarious. We always have a good time. I don't know, maybe a giveaway or something. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out. But I will say that if you want a midday key, come on over.
Yes.
Because we
Yes.
would definitely have the key. Like we're about to
Oh,
key, maybe here right now when we talk about this chicken video.
yes. So our last topic, if y'all have not seen, there is a lady. We're assuming she's a lady because her fingernails are painted with her gloves on. We don't see her face. Who puts chicken in the sink and stops it up. And just side note, it could be a
Well,
man with painted
actually,
fingernails too, but we don't know.
she didn't stop it up right then.
No, right, right. That didn't
She didn't
happen.
stop that sink up right then.
There's water, and then she pours bleach in the water. And these are chicken wings, by the way. She's
Messing
cleaning
up my
them.
chicken wings.
Then she puts Dawn soap and keeps cleaning them. Then she turns the water, takes the stopper out, rinses them, and then they rinse down the drain. Just a couple. She pulls them back out, doesn't rinse them off, then proceeds to season them. And I was like, ma'am, what is
I'm like, what in the Clorox killer is this? I mean, how to kill folks in 10 minutes or less. I mean, I can't even, girl.
we don't know.
Mm-mm. I actually found this video. A friend of mine had
Oh, and I have the link.
posted it.
It's
A
because
friend
it's
of
in Facebook.
Yeah, a friend of mine had reposted it. And so I was like, what? I'm
Right.
like, did she say bleach?
I saw it on TikTok, so I didn't hear her voice.
And then, well, oh girl, she was all about it. She was too excited. We about to clean this effing chicken, and we about to do this. We got to put a little bleach in here, and then we're gonna and then we're gonna drop a couple of drops of Dawn. You don't need much. Drop, drop. I was like, is this for real? So then I really started thinking about the fact that not only is that gross, not only are you trying to kill us,
dangerous.
not only I don't want to hear that mess of it'll burn off when you fry it. I don't want to hear that.
Porous. It goes into
yes. I don't want to hear that. So I was just like, look, maybe this is a joke. But then I started thinking, girl, you got chicken like that to just joke with? Because I'm not about to joke. If I'm show y'all how I'm gonna do some chicken, I'm eating that chicken.
I also want to point out that this sink looked very commercial. So I was like, what restaurant are you cleaning chicken like this in?
Oh,
I did in the live chat for y'all to watch.
I didn't notice that it was. I just noticed it was steel sink. Now I have a stainless steel sink in my kitchen, so that's what I thought it was. I didn't even fathom that it could have been a restaurant because, oh my God, I feel sorry for these people. But first of all, I saw the thing and I was going to joke with Tiana about the fact that this woman was cleaning her chicken I was like, okay, Tiana, so now I know you do the frozen thing, but now I don't want you to go around here cleaning your chicken like this. But the more I watched it, the more grossed out I became.
Yes.
So I was just like, I can't even tease Tiana about this because this is just simply crazy. I mean, and she was just like, oh, I'm doing big things popping, I mean, yeah, big things popping. I'm about to use this bleach.
With gloves
I'm about to give y'all a couple of drops of Dawn, drip, drip. I mean, come on now.
Yes.
Oh my God, it was so horrible. Yes.
I mean, think about it. Yeah, because I'm like, who saw this and thought, oh, like maybe they're a foreigner. I have no idea. And they never cooked chicken wings. A child,
she didn't sound foreign at all.
So they were like, let me try to cook dinner. And now the parent's sick, the kid's sick, and nobody know why because the kid put bleach in the day.
Oh no, Tia. Tia said, pull Tia's up, child. She said she did say she knew people that do this. She also has heard of some restaurants that did this. I think that this has been an ongoing debate for years where people talk, because every now and then it'll come up about whether or not to clean your meat before you season it or do whatever.
I clean it with water and I rub it a little bit, run water over it. And there we go.
And I say some people don't like to clean their meat before they cook it. Some people they feel like, you got to. Y'all gonna get me kicked out. See, of course she is Starbucks.
Right. Getting a free cup. She already told us.
Yes.
You got a new cup coming.
But I think that it's insane. I think that it's a personal choice if you want to clean your meat or not. I was raised to clean mine.
Me too. But with water.
But my aunt, she would do a little something, pat it dry, and go about her business. And then I have another one who just take it out the package and throw it in whatever. She was season that girl up and go about her business.
I
didn't die.
Right.
So I guess I was okay.
But you could clean it with vinegar. That's still an edible substance that can clean, stuff up. Bleach that's too, and Dawn, that's too much. It's not a plastic container. I was like, what? There are other edible things that you can use if you want to disinfect your meat before you cook it.
Yeah. I think it's really and truly, it definitely is a personal thing.
Yeah.
If you want to clean your meat, fine. If you don't, fine. It's up to you, honey. All I know is that, bleach and Dawn and meat is not a combo.
Right. You got to clean it with something edible. Just like when people make cakes, confectionists, that's the right word. Yeah. They put like little paper but it's all edible. It's
edible. Yes.
Edible. Whatever
you're using. I'm not a fan. Now, I'm not a huge fan of all that, but I have sampled that before. The little gold flakes, they're edible or whatever. Right. But What? You who's wasting vodka to wash chicken?
That's what I want to know.
This must be the
But,
extra
but
cheap.
but it's the same way how Tina taught us to use vodka to get smells out. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah,
This is
it's the
true now.
bottom shelf vodka.
Right. It's that bottom shelf vodka that I'd be using if I was cleaning my anything.
Yes.
Um, but I think that is a good thing to bring up because Tina does have a lot of great things that
Yeah.
vodka can you know
Take
that
care
you
of.
can use pop vodka for. So I think that's a good thing
Other
because
than becoming intoxicated, you guys.
other than yes, you can steam with it, you know, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew um vinegar. I found out a long time ago that vinegar is the same way. You can use vinegar to clean your windows and your
Yes.
tabletops,
Yes,
and
you
you
can.
can use it to
What the heck?
use it with what do you call it? Your fruits.
To wash your fruit. Yeah, the vinegar.
Vinegar,
Yeah.
and I think a little
Especially the
baking
wax on the
soda.
apples.
Yes,
Yeah, if you
and
want
a
to clean that
baking
off.
soda. So yeah, you can get it cheap. Three
What
gallons
is
for three
what's
dollars.
Pop V or Pop OV vodka? I don't know what that is. I guess
Uh-uh.
that's a brand.
And Candace, you are so correct. You are not nasty, Tanya. They are bananas. We are not meant to put bleach in our
No.
bodies, period.
Period.
But let me just tell you about this other
Oh
trend.
wait, you getting 3 gallons of vodka for $3? That must taste really bad.
Wait a minute. I hope he was talking about vinegar.
I thought he was talking about this vodka.
Oh, three
Maybe you
gallons
can
for three.
clarify.
This some old made up d-
Like
lies.
1K.
I'm like, lies, Derek, lies. Alexa, play lies. But but I tell you the other thing that while we're talking about things that aren't for our bodies.
Right.
Now, one of my besties told me that they use or they tried. I don't know if they are continuing this because then it popped up on the news, and I was like, "Oh no, ma'am." But what is it? The Mister Clean scrubber, the
The
white
white one?
block, the
Yes.
white block. You take off a little bit and clean your teeth and whiten your teeth with that. And I was like, say what now? Now, this was on TikTok and this is where she found it at. And so I was like, what? She was like, yeah, we did it. And her daughter did it. And she said, I did notice a difference because she's a smoker and she
Right.
drinks coffee.
Right.
So she said that, you know, it definitely helped. And so I don't know. I have forgotten to ask, has she done it again? But, you know, I was just like, oh, no, ma'am. So when
If
I
you had
saw
dentures, I feel like you could do that because then you'd be able to rinse off that residue before it went back into your mouth. I'm
and
just
then she
concerned.
said that, you know, she's swoosh, or whatever. But I saw it on the news like 2 days later. And I did tell her, I said, girl, I saw this on the news. And the doctors were like, oh, no, ma'am. You know,
No,
this is not
ma'am.
what you
Press am.
no, ma'am, press down, honey. This is not what you should be doing. Because the chemical that's already on that, though it may clean, it's meant to clean shoes,
Right.
walls,
And
you
your
know,
teeth are, I mean, that your mouth is porous. It's like sucking in.
and that's what they were saying. They're concerned about the ingredients
Right.
going into your body, and you may have reactions to that. Anything could happen. No one knows what exactly could happen. But if you continue to do it on a regular basis, surely something's going to happen because the ingredients that
Right.
thing
The
that
chemical.
scrubby thing is
Right.
built off of is meant for other things.
That concerns
Yes,
me as a female. I don't
yes,
know
I
if I'd
do
want to
too.
put bleach in the now vinegar, there's something else, but bleach concerns me because as a female, I don't want bleach water seeping into places. So I've never done that. And I didn't even know people did that, but I have seen people put apple cider vinegar in their bath water once a month or however they for reasons like that. But I've never heard of the bleach. So that's new. I've learned something today.
I have heard of the bleach. I haven't heard it recently, but back in the day, yes, I did hear that because one of my friends' moms recommended that for around that time of the month, you know,
True, true.
and things. But even back then, you know, you weren't even supposed to get in water, so
Yeah.
I didn't pay any attention to that. I was like, no, ma'am, I got to.
Yeah.
Yes, I do know that that coconut oil will whiten your teeth. I think it's called
Yeah.
pulling.
It's pulling. Yep.
And
How
then
I started pulling.
I used to brush my teeth all the time with baking soda.
Yeah, first of all, that's what you brushed your teeth with before they started making all this Wango Fango toothpaste. But so I
She
started
said
pulling.
Wango Fango.
Yeah, because it has sugar in it, which breaks down your teeth. So that's also dumb. So I started pulling. I already had a jar of coconut oil. I asked Tina what kind she was using. I happened to already have that kind because I was using it for something else. So I took it out of the kitchen, put it into the bathroom to have it. Right, girl. Why on Saturday? My husband was like, I use that coconut oil on my hair. And I thought, oh, yeah. He was like, oh, it feels so good. Thanks, babe. Da, da, da. And I wasn't really thinking because we were preparing for a birthday party. We were about to leave the house, which, by the way, it ended up being a 14-hour birthday bash. And we had the time of our life. But later, when I got home, no, the next day, I think, because I was exhausted when we got home at about 2 a.m. I was like, babe, what happened to the coconut oil? Because I saw the top of the coconut oil on the bathroom counter. I could not find the coconut oil. He's like, oh, it's in the shower. Mind you, the container is like this wide and this tall. What is it doing in the shower? And then I remember this man said he put it in his hair. Can't use that anymore for pulling because I don't know what was on his hand when he stuck it in that container and then left it in the shower and let shower
No,
water
that's all
it.
over. That's
I
all
was
over. You
so
can't even do that.
mad. I was like, babe, in real
But
life.
but I tell you, this is just now this is just me because I'm just like this. Just like you have to use two different towels, you have to
Yes.
have two different things for
Yes.
some things. Now I
Yes.
have the coconut oil in my bathroom, and if I'm gonna cook with it, I have coconut oil in my kitchen.
Correct.
But the two never meet. If
Right.
I'm out in my bathroom, I'm just out.
I agree.
But I cannot
Well,
commingle.
we weren't we I had it in the kitchen because we were supposed to use it for something and then we never did. So I was like, we're not using it, so let me put it in the bathroom because the one in the bathroom was gone and we never opened the one in the kitchen. So I'm like,
Oh,
I'll just put it in the bathroom and not use it. But then my husband is now using it for his hair and I'm like, boy, I was gonna put that in my mouth. Thank goodness. I noticed and remember that you said. Plus, when I opened the shower, it had water all in it. I was just like, so now I have to get another one to put my name on it so that he doesn't use that one because I'm like, hello. But I do think pulling is fun. This is the part that frustrates me the most about pulling. You are not supposed to put that oil down your sink, which I forget almost every time because the oil, it clogs up the pipes, like, because it's going to re-solidify now in your pipe. So yeah, don't spit it out in your sink. You're supposed to spit it into a container and then throw it in the trash, just FYI. So Candace put, no, they don't show all the people how they wind up in the ER on TikTok. Dear God, people, please use your brains. The good Lord gave you. Yeah, just like that girl who used the Gorilla Glue on her hair. I'm thinking, who else used the Gorilla Glue on their hair? You like, y'all gotta go away.
I can't with that. I mean, now that we're bringing that back up, I just couldn't with that from the beginning because I'm just like, in a way I could see it, but in a way I can't, and I tell you why.
It's the same type of container.
It's yellow. But I'm wondering why you have Gorilla Glue in your bathroom.
I don't think she had it in her bathroom. I think she had to go find it. But the other hair products,
so when she had to go find it, she couldn't read it.
Listen, other hair products advertise with the Gorilla that you actually do use in your hair as gel, and the container, like the spray container, was made almost exactly the same as the other brand that you use that has a Gorilla. I can't think of the name of it. So I can see how she was like, yeah, this will work. But then something should have been like, but wait, this is made for wood and steel and metal, whatever, not my hair. So I don't know. I felt so bad for her. I'm glad they were able to fix it and that doctor was able to help her. But I was like, bro, what?
Yeah, I mean, I did feel sorry for her because, of course, I wouldn't want anyone to have that type of experience where you done glued your hair to your head for show and it's not moving for days. But I
she
still
was scratching it on the, and it wouldn't do anything. I was
but
like,
again, I went back to, okay, so how did this happen again?
She
Then
ran out of hairspray.
and you couldn't read this. You just and I'm not saying it can't happen. Sometimes we just pick up stuff because we know that that's where it's at. Okay, I definitely have another can of this, so
Well,
I'm
no,
just
she knew it was Gorilla Glue. She did not say she didn't know. She said she was out of hairspray, so she was looking for something
so
else.
she just thought.
She knew it was Gorilla Glue.
So again, I'm gonna say since you knew it was Gorilla Glue, you thought that
She just thought it stuck
it
stuff
wasn't
together.
going to stick like that because Gorilla Glue sticks, hunty.
We'll be dead, and the stuff we glued together with Gorilla Glue will still be glued
Still be
together.
going on, honey. And I mean, I've only used the when I was making earrings, I used a couple of drops of Gorilla Glue to tie
Right.
my creation together
Right.
and stuff. But that
The
stuff
Andre
stick.
3000 glue is good too.
Oh, that is very good.
It's not called that, but I can never remember what it's called.
I
I just
know.
call it the Andre 3000.
I know.
Because of
And I was
the
like, it's
silver
gonna
too.
sing to you in a minute. But but I know what you're talking about
Yes.
and stuff. But that is some really good glue as well. And
Yes.
I used to keep that around the house just in case something happened or whatever.
And
But
on a side and sad note, just for all the Slayers who are watching, whether you're a grown up, a child, have a child, know a child, once was a child, in another article a couple of months back, because there are all these TikTok challenges. And I'm saying this because, one, as adults, sometimes we think like children. So we need to keep our mind right. But two, children that we know. My daughter does not have a TikTok on purpose, because along with a whole bunch of other stuff she doesn't have, those TikTok challenges, like the whatever they are, the chicken cleaning, the Gorilla Glue, whatever. There was a young boy, 10, brilliant. He was very smart. He was doing stuff in the community. He was trying like the pass out challenge or what. I never know the name of them, but he ends up putting himself in the hospital. He was on life support because he tried to like choke himself out for TikTok, but it went wrong because, one, you're a child, you don't know what you're doing. Two, adults try to choke themselves out and hang themselves by mistake. So just be aware of our little ones whose frontal lobe isn't completely, developed, and they can't tell the difference between a good decision and a bad decision, especially when so many people are doing it. Their peers are doing it. They see other kids doing it. They see grown-ups doing it. That's the part that drives me crazy. This was a grown woman washing this chicken. It wasn't a child. And so they're like, oh, okay, well, why would a grown-up do this if it's not okay? Just be aware. We can only protect our kids from so much, but I definitely can protect my child from the device that they hold in their hand. They don't need to be on the device when I'm not around. They don't need to have certain apps. And let's be real, our children are going to be children-y. They're going to try to get away with stuff that we told not to do, just like we did when we were kids.
Yeah.
Put a tracking device on their phone. I don't care if they like it, they don't like it. They don't pay that bill. They don't pay for the roof over their head. All of that to say, nobody wants to lose their child or have their child be harmed or accidentally harm their family because they're doing these TikTok challenges or some foolishness they saw online. There's so much more as an adult with a child or who even knows a child. It doesn't have to be your birth child to protect them from now. I'm like, geez, before you just kept them from the bad kids. Now the bad kids they're in their hand. It's like, what? It's not necessarily that the child on the video is bad. It's just they're doing dumb things that our kids can't comprehend because the adults clearly are having trouble comprehending between, is this a good idea or a bad idea? And that was my soapbox for today.
Well, I don't have anything else. Again, tomorrow is Brunch with Diva. Evolving Always, who is Terry, will be my guest tomorrow. There'll be some giveaways and things like that. So if you want to win something, come on by,
Yes.
We don't have a specific topic, but as always, we always find something.
Yes.
And
then that same night at 5 p.m. Eastern on YouTube.
On YouTube, we'll be over here for a Hump Day Happy Hour where our ultimate special guest is Candace, honey.
Yes.
Candace in Brooklyn. And she, to us, is lovingly known as Candace in the comments.
Yeah.
She will be our guest along with C, it's Boss C, and the Diva of Curves, Texas. Those
Yes.
are our guests. And we hope that it will be a great time. If you need a midweek laugh, ha ha ha, come join us.
Yes. And on this Friday, we'll be here Thursday at 12:30, but on this Friday at 12:30 is our last Swagslayer feature Friday for a while till January. But we are going to be featuring Danny B from Danny B's Closet. She's known as Danny B Closet the number 2 on Instagram. She does have a YouTube channel called Danny B's Closet. Come hang out with her, get to know her a little better. She does all these unboxings, which are pretty awesome on YouTube. So come back on Thursday at 12:30 p.m., but come back for sure on Friday to meet Danny from Danny B's Closet. And then we will totally catch you on the gram where we always are. And if you needed help with your videoing that we talked about earlier, you guys know who you are, Candace and Penny. Don't hesitate to DM me and we'll figure something out. We'll talk to you later, Slayers.
Have
Bye.
a great day.